Dear Chartered Accountants, working professionals and students in the domains of Indian auditing, accounting and the tax and regulatory space, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing Chartered Accountant. Daily news and updates for 22nd August 2023. The Finance Act 2023 brought in an amendment for the purposes of calculation of perquisite with regard to the value of rent-free or concessional accommodation provided to an employee by his employer. Accordingly, CBDT has modified Rule 3 of the Income Tax Rules 1961 to provide for the same. The categorization and the limits of cities and population have now been based on the 2011 census as against the 2001 census earlier. The revised limits of population are 40 lakh in place of 25 lakh and 15 lakh in place of 10 lakh. The earlier perquisite rate of 15%, 10% and 7.5% of the salary have now been reduced to 10%, 7.5% and 5% of the salary respectively in the amended rule. The rule has also been further rationalized so as to compute a fair tax implication of the same accommodation being occupied by an employee for more than one previous year. Notification number 65/2023 dated 18th August 2023 has been published in this regard. The Central Board of Direct Taxes constituted 3 boards for advance rulings in September 2021. Further, by notification number 7 of 2022, the scheme of e-advance ruling was introduced with an objective to make the entire process of advance rulings with a minimal interface and impart greater efficiency, transparency and accountability. Subsequently, the boards for advance rulings have been operationalized in Delhi and Mumbai. These boards started functioning through email-based procedures and conducting hearing through video conferencing. A non-resident investor can obtain certainty on its liability towards income tax even before undertaking the investment in India. Further, even a resident entity can obtain a ruling on the taxability of a transaction and avoid long-drawn litigation, as the scheme is also available to a resident taxpayer seeking an advance ruling concerning its tax obligation arising out of one or more transactions valuing Rs 100 crore or more in total. Public sector undertakings can take advantage of getting advance rulings on questions of facts or law pending before any income tax authority or appellate tribunal. On this occasion, Chairman CBDT laid emphasis on the priorities of the government in the area of dispute prevention and prompt resolution of disputes. The centre took a number of steps over the weekend to improve domestic supply of onions and ensure that they don't turn into next tomatoes, becoming unaffordable for most kitchens. Onion prices have been on the rise this year due to high temperatures and heavy rainfall. Retail inflation in onions accelerated to 11.7% in July from 1.7% in June. Along with tomatoes, onions contributed to the sharp surge in vegetable inflation last month, which shot up to 37.3% in July from minus 0.7% in June. The centre has imposed a 40% export duty on onions to discourage their sale abroad and improve domestic availability. The levy will be enforced till December 31st of 2023. India contributes over 12% of global onion trade by value. Government also decided to increase the buffer stock limit to 5 lakh tons from 3 lakh tons in order to improve domestic availability of the kitchen staple. Further, onions from the buffer are being sold at a subsidized rate of 25 per kg through retail outlets and mobile vans of National Cooperative Consumer Federation. Apple's Indian division recently held a detailed meeting with representatives from the Ministry of Finance to discuss their plans for establishing an iPhone manufacturing facility in India. These discussions centered around the future of smartphone manufacturing within India and how India's policies could be aligned to support this initiative. The Tata Group is reportedly considering the acquisition of a factory belonging to a supplier of Apple Inc. This move would mark the first instance of a domestic company entering iPhone assembly operations. The sudden sell-off in major cryptocurrencies over the past few days has rattled Indian crypto investors, with Bitcoin seeing its most significant weekly drop since the November 2022 FTX crash. In the past week, Bitcoin declined 11.5%, hitting $26,000. Similarly, significant alternative cryptocurrencies like Ethereum fell 9.7%, Ripple lost 16.9%, Solana crashed 13.3%, and meme coins such as Dogecoin and Shiba Inu declined nearly 16%. The broader market was already in a bear phase, but Bitcoin faced an 8% plunge on August 18th as Elon Musk's SpaceX reportedly divested its Bitcoin holdings akin to Tesla. SpaceX has accumulated $373 million in Bitcoin during 2021-2022.
This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.